It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and our focus is on Dameon Pierce. He was unstoppable a week ago, a mountain of yards and a pair of touchdowns. It's the Texans and the Cardinals. All that and more coming up next.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their fifth-year quarterback, two-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Murray now. Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Inside give to Elliott. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. A dump off to Elliott. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense.
They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. A gain of 22.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Credit for that sack goes to Cameron Thomas.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Houston.
John Mechie.
37 yards.
And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get into the end zone?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. Now he's loose at the 40. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall.
And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it as we resume action. Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Murray going to throw.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Murray off play action. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Murray.
That is caught.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Play action. Now it's Murray. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Stroud off the play fake.
And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Stroud to throw it. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Houston.
John Mechie.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Murray. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. Now Murray again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come in and able to bring him to the ground. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Buying time to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The trick play works. He's got the 1st. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cards are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Prater for the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take it. Football out to the 25. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. After the turnover, here's Murray. Got his man, it's Dortch. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 30 yards. To throw, it's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Extra point good by Prater, and they will take a 7-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And he returns this to the 22. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half, Stroud. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin just up the road right here in Florida, in AFC South matchup between Tennessee and Jacksonville. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. DeAndre Hopkins, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they trail the visiting Cowboys at halftime. Jalen Tolbert, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Najee Harris with a couple of touchdowns there. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Pierce now up the middle.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 5. They'll run with Boone here, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Here's 3rd and 7. Stroud looking to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now here's Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Murray. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. Murray now to throw. And he sure arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second down, Elliott. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Denzel Perryman with a sack. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans back out there and ready to go. On first down, here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. The throwing again is Stroud. They'll roll him out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 16. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. On the bootleg, Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Takedown with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Murray going to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Elliott. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. Reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Room here to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Another carry for Pierce.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Now 2nd and 4. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it.
He'll buy some time right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
And he's going to get
this down to the 35-yard line.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find the throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
And able to get this to the 31. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Hand off right side to Pierce. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going for it with Pierce. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now first and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
This is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 7, 47 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Murray to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Murray, one final try. This ball intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Texans, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.